Hey guys, Brian and Aaron here from 5 to Go. We are here to talk to you today about mistakes. We've made quite a few recently, but before we get to that, we're going to talk about a giveaway that we are currently running with Grand Design. If you want to enter to win a gift card of up to $150, check out the link down below and go and enter our giveaway. All you have to do is just click around to like some YouTube channels and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram.
Subscribe, follow, like us.
Yeah, just all that stuff. So all you have to do is do that, and you'll be entered into a drawing to win one of 4 gift cards from $25 all the way up to $150.
Woohoo!
So go hit that link down below, enter our giveaway, and then come back here and learn about some mistakes. Okay, mistakes.
Oh, mistakes.
Oh, mistakes. We are currently in the Midwest. We are just outside St. Louis, like the arch is right there. And it's wet.
It's June in Missouri. And if you don't know what that means, it means flooding of the Mississippi River.
Yeah. We didn't realize that.
Right. Our original plan was to head down to Little Rock and spend a couple of days right along the Arkansas River. But we got a call a couple of days before we were supposed to head down there, and they said, we're canceling everybody's reservation because the Arkansas River is flooding. And so we quickly changed our plans, and we're like, oh, well, we'll go up to St. Louis and see, you know, the arch and a couple of the really cool places we've heard about up here. And we got here.
We thought most of the flooding was kind of down that way.
Because we don't know anything.
No, we don't.
We didn't research. We didn't plan. This was spur of the moment because our other plans got canceled, and it's really wet here. Yeah. The lady that was ahead of me, she came in to say, when I was checking into the RV park, she was like, "Our site's a little soggy. Do you have anything else?" And the lady was like, "No, we've got, you know, like 20 people coming in today." And so I was like, "Oh, it must just be like one site maybe." Yeah. And we got down to our site, and
it's the whole back half of the park.
Actually,
it's the whole 3/4 that's not right next to the road.
Standing groundwater everywhere. And one of the people that we met here came over and showed us pictures from last week, and there was like this much standing groundwater
in this site.
Yeah. So it's not that bad right now, but there's a lot of rain coming tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday, and so we decided instead of spending a week here, we're just gonna head down the road.
We were gonna stay like Friday to Friday, and then when we started seeing how the weather was gonna develop and that there was nowhere for this water to go, we decided, okay, we'll stay until Tuesday, and then head out, because there's a whole, like, basically starting tomorrow night, starting Tuesday night, it's gonna rain for like 3 or 4 days. Yeah. And it has nowhere to go. Like, this little pond back here is completely overflowed. Yeah. We've been able to see the water like rise and lower somehow. I'm not sure what's even going on with that. Like, it hasn't been raining, but I don't know. So we're gonna leave. Learn from our mistakes.
Yes. Know
where you're going.
Know where you're going and what it's like the time you're gonna be there. Like, we always check the weather, but sometimes, you know, I don't even think about the river's flooding.
Yeah, because if you look at the weather here right now,
it's lovely.
It's like mid-70s. It's
overcast,
mostly cloudy.
You know.
It's not even really that humid.
No, it's not.
But there's water everywhere, and the weather forecast isn't going to tell you that. Right. So it's probably worth it to maybe look at local news stations. You know, I bet if I went to the St. Louis, one of the local news stations here, I bet you some of the top stories would be flooding. And like, here's the areas, the roads that are closed. Like, there's roads closed all over the place on both sides of the river. So maybe do a little bit of a deeper dive rather than just weather. Kind of look into like the current events,
right? Or call when you call the campsites to make your reservations. Ask them.
Although we do most of ours online, so that's
we did. Yeah. But I think if we had called and asked, they would have been like, "Yeah, we only have half of our park open because it's all flooded." If you're coming and you're staying in a hotel, I don't think it'll be an issue because driving around, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, there are road closures.
Right, but
some attractions, like you were at the Arch earlier,
mm-hmm.
and the water was all the way up to, like, what, some observation walkway?
Oh, yeah, you couldn't go all the way down and do, like, the along the water river walk kind of thing, and all of the river boats were closed and all those tours.
Yeah.
Because you can't get to them. And the railroad track is flooded that goes underneath the Arch. You could see that from up above. But, you know, I mean, there's still plenty of things to do. The zoo was fine when we were there.
Yeah.
You know. But another thing, since we kind of changed our route and we're going up instead of going down, because we were going to go like through Oklahoma and like Amarillo, Texas, and come up to Colorado from the south. Well, now we're coming in from the north east.
Like straight across Kansas.
Yeah, and if you've been looking at the weather, there's been a little bit of tornadoes and a lot of hail, and so we're driving into that, and
so we're going to start looking at news reports, and we're going to put some better weather apps on our phones.
Yeah.
And one nice thing about traveling like this is, like, if we look ahead and something's bad or something's predicted to be bad, we'll just go somewhere else.
Right.
And if we need to go faster, we'll go faster. If we need to go slower, we'll find somewhere to stay and kill some time.
Right.
You know, we're not really beholden to a certain travel schedule, really.
Correct.
Like, we have an end date in Colorado that we need to make, but everything in between is kind of up in the air.
Yeah.
Like, if we needed to, we could just hop in the car and the truck tomorrow and drive all the way. So if you need to adjust because of weather, do it. Like, don't risk it. Like, if there's big thunderstorms coming through, and certainly like over in like tornado territory, like we're kind of right on the edge of it here. We've seen photos online of like hail just destroying skylights and denting RVs, and then with really strong winds and tornadoes, like we saw a photo of someone whose rig was moved like 10 feet to the side, so all of the landing gear got all mangled,
twisted and gross. Yeah, it was not good.
It's just bad. So learn from our mistakes. Do a little bit extra research. Do a deeper dive into areas that you're not familiar with.
Right.
Like this time last year, so it's beginning of June, we were out of Northern California. We were in Oregon already, I think. There's really not much to worry about up there. I mean, it's just wet. You know, but it's wet all the time up there. So it wasn't really that big of a deal. But
we were out of the area before the forest fires, so we didn't have to worry about the forest fires.
So even so everywhere you go, like we ran into fires and there was smoke. And I totally forgot about that. So check the news. It's more than just the weather and the forecast. It's what's on the ground now, whether everything's on fire or everything's underwater.
Right. Good things to know.
So I hope this has been helpful.
Yeah, if you have any tips that we should think about as we're going forward, leave a comment down below. If you've run into things like this and had to change your plans, what did you do? And
where were you?
Yeah.
Like, what did you run into?
We would love to know.
Because obviously we're running into flooding and we ran into fires last year.
Right.
What else do we have to look out for?
As always.
All right.
It's always an adventure.
Yeah, it is. So, speaking of adventure, hit that link down below.
Yes.
Go enter that giveaway. Win some gift cards.
Yes.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.